Hey friends, just wanted to talk to you today just for a minute about two ways that we often find ourselves living as Christians. And I like to term it this way, that in my life, just in things I do, work, my relationship with my family and friends, when I'm maybe at my church or talking to other Christians or even talking to people who are just seeking God, searching out a life with God, a lot of times I find myself, I'm either talking out of overflow or I'm talking out of deficit. I don't know if you ever thought of it that way. And I'm not saying anything here to condemn us, but only to say that there is a life that we can live with Jesus where everything we do in our lives has a touch of heaven on it because we've been with the Lord. I call that living the life out of overflow, where it just seems like creative words come out of your mouth. You have words that kind of refresh people. You have words that give people hope. They oftentimes, when they're done talking with you, saying, "Man, I feel so much better. I'm glad we had this talk." And I call that living life out of the overflow. And that overflow is usually, for me, is when I have been with Jesus, when I've spent time, maybe just 15, 20 minutes in the morning, and I've just been able to worship Him, maybe read some scripture and gotten myself encouraged, and then I'm in encounter with somebody, talking with them, and it just seems like the right things come out of my mouth at the right time, the overflow. I find oftentimes, though, when I have been busy, distracted, or maybe I've been kind of kicking myself for doing something, condemning myself a little, and just not really wanting to go to Jesus, feeling like, yeah, He loves me, and I'm sure He'd accept me, and He's forgiven me, but man, I just kick myself. I shouldn't have eaten that extra piece of pie, or so, whatever, the temptation and the battle that it is in your life. And but I find that it's not good to stay in that place, and we don't have to. And getting to Jesus can help us get back to the place of overflow. Overflow has happened to me many times when I've maybe gone to a church service, and maybe it's been an extended service, maybe longer than just the, hour long or whatever long is normal for us, or maybe gone to a conference or a retreat and been with Christians and worshiped, and we've meditated on the Word, and we've heard people speak and just gotten encouraged. Usually when I come back from there, I sense in my life the overflow. And some people believe that, that's just kind of how life is for Christians. You have your mountaintops and you have your valleys. But one thing was prophesied about Jesus is that He would make the mountains come down and the valleys would be lifted up. I mean, Jesus' plan for us is that there would be a steady life with overflow, and that His touch could flow through us every day. Again, don't be condemned wherever you're at right now. But I am finding in my life that as I separate myself in the morning, a morning like they did in the Old Testament, they had a morning sacrifice, evening sacrifice. If I can get away with the Lord 15 to 20 minutes in the morning, and if I can set aside time, 15, 20, maybe 30 minutes at night, and during that time I'll just sing songs, I'll look at one or two scriptures, but I'll just be with Jesus, and I'll minister to Him, worship Him, I'll pray in the Spirit, I'll do different things. I find there is a natural overflow, and I can sense it when I've been with Him, and I can sense it when I haven't. And that's when I'm in deficit. So I encourage you today, get to Jesus. He wants to fill you. He loves you. He won't condemn you. He just wants to pour in you, to refresh you, so that your life today can be the life of overflow. God bless you. You have a great day.